Hey there, science fans. It's your old pal Rosenda, here to take you on a wild ride through the cosmos of knowledge. Get ready to have your minds blown wide open because we're about to explore 10 amazing science facts that are sure to make you question everything you thought you knew about the world around us. So strap yourselves in, put on your thinking caps, and get ready for an adventure into the incredible world of science. Did you know that water can actually boil and freeze at the same time? It sounds crazy, right? But it's true. This mind-boggling phenomenon is not just a theoretical concept. It can actually be observed under the right conditions. It's a phenomenon called the triple point, and it occurs when the temperature and pressure are just right for all three states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas, to exist in equilibrium. This delicate balance is a fascinating aspect of thermodynamics. Imagine that, water simultaneously bubbling like a boiling pot and frozen solid like an ice cube. It's like witnessing a magic trick performed by nature itself. We're talking about a pressure of about 0.006 atmospheres, which is about 1/100th of the air pressure we experience at sea level, and a temperature of exactly 0.01 degrees Celsius, which is just a hair above the freezing point of water. These precise conditions are crucial for achieving the triple point. Some molecules are vibrating slowly enough to be locked into a crystalline structure as ice, while others are moving fast enough to break free and become water vapor. This dynamic interplay is what makes the triple point so unique. And of course, there are some in between, happily sloshing around as liquid water. This coexistence of all three states is a rare and captivating sight. It's like a three-way dance party for water molecules. Each molecule is participating in its own way, contributing to the overall balance. Scientists have created special chambers where they can control the pressure and temperature precisely to reach the triple point of water. These experiments help us understand the fundamental properties of matter and the intricate dance of molecules at the triple point. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next fact is truly bananas. You might want to sit down for this one. Believe it or not, bananas are slightly radioactive. Yes, you heard that right. I know what you're thinking. Rosenda, are you telling me I've been eating radioactive fruit this whole time? And the answer is yes. But before you start panicking, let me explain. But don't worry, it's not going to turn you into a superhero, or a supervillain for that matter. The reason bananas are slightly radioactive is because they contain potassium. Potassium is a vital mineral. Potassium is an essential mineral that our bodies need to function properly. It helps with muscle function, nerve signals, and fluid balance. And as it happens, one of the isotopes of potassium, potassium-40, is radioactive. This isotope is naturally occurring. We're talking about 0.1 microsieverts of radiation per banana, which is about the same amount of radiation you'd get from spending 40 minutes in a brick building. So, the next time you're worried about radiation exposure, just remember that you'd have to eat hundreds of thousands of bananas in one sitting to experience any negative health effects. In other words, it's practically impossible to get radiation sickness from bananas. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to blast off to the second planet from the sun, Venus. This mysterious and fascinating world has intrigued scientists and space enthusiasts for decades. And let me tell you, this planet is full of surprises. From its thick, toxic atmosphere to its scorching surface temperatures, Venus is unlike any other planet in our solar system. For starters, did you know that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus? Yes, you heard that right. That's right. A single rotation of Venus on its axis takes a whopping 243 Earth days, while a complete orbit around the Sun takes only 225 Earth days. This means that a day on Venus is actually longer than its year. Imagine celebrating your birthday every day. It would be a never-ending party. Of course, you'd probably get tired of cake pretty quickly, but the fun doesn't stop there. Venus also rotates in the opposite direction of most planets in our solar system, which means the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. This retrograde rotation adds another layer of mystery to this enigmatic planet. Talk about a backward world. Imagine watching the sun rise in the west and set in the east every day. Scientists believe that these unusual characteristics are due to a massive collision that Venus may have experienced early in its history. This cataclysmic event could have altered its rotation and other properties. Whatever the cause, one thing's for sure. Venus is a planet of extremes. From its crushing atmospheric pressure to its searing surface temperatures, Venus is a world that continues to captivate and challenge our understanding of the cosmos. Get ready for a shocking revelation, because this next fact is going to make you rethink your relationship with bananas. Are you ready for it? Humans and bananas share about 60% of their DNA. That's right, those yellow, crescent-shaped fruits you find in the grocery store are more closely related to you than you might think. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the genetic blueprint of life. It contains all the instructions that tell our cells how to grow, develop, and function. And while it's true that humans and bananas share a significant portion of their DNA, it's important to remember that we also share DNA with a lot of other living things on Earth. For example, we share about 99.9% of our DNA with other humans, about 98% with chimpanzees, and about 85% with mice. We all came from the same primordial soup, after all. Let's talk about honey, that golden, viscous liquid that has been a staple in human diets for thousands of years. Honey is not only delicious, but it's also incredibly versatile. It can be used as a natural sweetener, a spread, an ingredient in countless recipes, and even as a topical treatment for wounds and burns. But did you know that honey is one of the few foods that never spoils? That's right! Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still edible. Honey has a unique chemical composition that makes it resistant to spoilage. It's very low in water content, which makes it difficult for bacteria and other microorganisms to grow. So the next time you reach for a jar of honey, remember that you're holding a food that has stood the test of time. Prepare to have your minds blown, because this next fact is truly astronomical. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. That's right, you heard me correctly. The sheer vastness of the cosmos is almost impossible to comprehend. Astronomers estimate that there are trillions upon trillions of stars in the observable universe, and that's just a tiny fraction of what's actually out there. To put that into perspective, imagine trying to count all the grains of sand on every beach on Earth. It would be an impossible task. And yet, the number of stars in the universe dwarfs that number by an almost unimaginable margin. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember that you're only seeing a tiny fraction of the stars that are out there. Hold on to your tentacles, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of octopuses. These cephalopods are known for their intelligence, their ability to change color and texture, and their 8 sucker-covered arms. But did you know that octopuses also have 3 hearts? That's right. 2 of their hearts, called branchial hearts, are responsible for pumping blood to the gills, where it picks up oxygen. The 3rd heart, called the systemic heart, then pumps the oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Scientists believe that this 3-heart system evolved to help octopuses survive in their deep-sea environments, where oxygen levels can be low. The 2 branchial hearts work together to efficiently extract oxygen from the water, while the systemic heart ensures that the rest of the body receives a steady supply of oxygenated blood. It's an ingenious adaptation that allows these incredible creatures to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Ah, the Eiffel Tower, that iconic symbol of Paris, France. Standing tall at over 1,000 feet, this wrought iron lattice tower is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. But did you know that the Eiffel Tower can actually grow taller during the summer months? That's right. Due to a phenomenon known as thermal expansion, the iron structure of the Eiffel Tower can expand by as much as 15 centimeters, or about 6 inches, when temperatures rise. Thermal expansion occurs when the atoms and molecules in a material move faster as they heat up, causing them to spread out and take up more space. So the next time you're planning a trip to Paris, keep in mind that the Eiffel Tower might be a little taller in the summer than it is in the winter. Let's revisit the world of honey for a moment, shall we? As we learned earlier, honey is a delicious and nutritious food that has been enjoyed by humans for centuries. But have you ever stopped to think about how much effort goes into making just 1 teaspoon of this golden liquid? Prepare to be amazed, because a single teaspoon of honey represents the life work of 12 bees. Those industrious little insects spend their entire lives collecting nectar from flowers and converting it into honey. To produce just 1 pound of honey, a hive of bees must visit over 2 million flowers and fly a distance equivalent to twice around the world. That's a lot of buzzing around for a little bit of sweetness. Hold on to your hats, because this next fact is electrifying. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. That's right! That sudden surge of electricity that illuminates the sky during a thunderstorm packs a powerful punch. In fact, a single lightning bolt can carry up to 1 billion volts of electricity and reach temperatures of up to 30,000 degrees Celsius, or 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. This incredible amount of energy is released in a fraction of a second, creating the bright flash of light and the deafening clap of thunder that we associate with lightning. So, the next time you find yourself caught in a thunderstorm, remember that you're witnessing one of the most powerful forces of nature in action. And there you have it, folks. 10 amazing science facts that are sure to impress your friends and family. So keep your curiosity alive, never stop exploring, and always remember that science is everywhere. If you enjoyed these facts, hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content.